Good morning from the bridge of the Here's to us. We got up a little bit late today. I don't know what it was. The alarm didn't go off, but our internal alarm clocks woke us up at 6. And we had planned to go at 6:30, so we'll go when we're ready. Don't rush through going somewhere because of timing. Be complete on your checklist. Make sure you have everything, because rushing to comply to get somewhere is one of the major causes of incidents and accidents and those types of things. So we are going from Oswego Marina, where we fueled up and took on 478 gallons of fuel yesterday, diesel. And so we're topped off. It's a beautiful day. Rev has already looked at WeatherBug, the official marine forecasting, but seriously, I've looked at my apps, and it looks like it's going to be a great day as we make this 58-mile run just across the southern shore of Lake Ontario. So really nothing today that prevents us from getting in there. We're going to take a look a little bit more detail about the Rochester Yacht Club, which is our eventual destination. So we will talk to you a little bit more along the way.
Let me check the dinghy in the back. You're good. All good. It's always a challenge when you're docking by a wall that you make sure that the fenders are in the right place so you don't get a lot of scratches on your boat. Every wall is different, the condition of the walls are different, so just be aware of that.
As we enter into the Oswego River there, we could see that there was no traffic. It's very early in the morning, so no need to wake everybody with a departing horn. And you can see there in the background up the Oswego River was the bridge and the first lock that you would go through if you were heading toward the Erie Canal via the Oswego Canal.
We're going down the outer harbor channel, Oswego. We just left Oswego Marina, and see the breakwater. There's two walls. We went right between them when we went up to Alexandria Bay. Over on this side, beautiful lighthouse. It's early in the morning. What, about 6:30, 6:45? Oh, 7 o'clock, still early. Beautiful morning though. We couldn't ask for better conditions to head up to Rochester.
So you can see the Oswego Lighthouse. The official name is the Oswego Harbor West Pierhead Lighthouse. Extends about a half-mile into Lake Ontario, built in 1934, and it is an active aid to navigation.
Now we have been on Lake Ontario a few times before. One time we crossed to get into Canada, and then one time we went from Oswego up to Alexandria Bay. Now it was that trip that this lake beat us up. But as you can see this morning, the water is flat. The day is beautiful. So we expect to have a nice, calm, peaceful journey this morning. Let's hope it lasts.
Out on Lake Ontario, it is the smallest of all the Great Lakes, but even so, it contains 4 times the volume of Lake Erie, has an average depth of about 283 feet.
So it seems like in different parts of the country, there are different bugs and insects that we have had to deal with. On our trip today from Oswego over to Rochester, it is like, I don't know, Lord of the Flies in here. They are everywhere. I don't know if you can see them. They are little tiny flies, and they have been driving us crazy in here. I don't know if you can see them on the windows, but they're inside. There's some on the outside. I don't know what it is about this area, but they just want to go with us to Rochester. You think they're trying to escape Oswego? Take a little trip. They are everywhere inside our boat. Yeah, good times. So sorry to report that the flies are the most exciting thing about the trip today. And we're not complaining. I mean, to have flat Lake Ontario is a blessing. And so we are really enjoying the day. Not much to report. You want to say anything?
No, it is a great day to be out on Lake Ontario, that's for sure. And we should have another one tomorrow as we move to our next destination. So
another flat day on the water?
Yeah, we should.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Getting up early, and of course, now coming into the spring and summertime, you have to watch for late in the afternoon thunderstorms and convective activity, so that's when things start to kick up. So the earlier you can get up, the better it is.
Good advice.
Hello from the bridge that here's to us. We departed this morning at about 6:30. We're about 4 hours and 4.5 hours into the voyage. We put the boat up on plane for an hour, but because she's so heavy, we're just burning fuel, and it's such a great day out here. We had a lot of work to do, so we put her back down after an hour. So we'll be arriving there around 12:30. And we've coordinated with the Rochester Yacht Club. We have a friend there got us a slip there, and he sent me a picture of it. But here we can see as we're going to come into this basin, we're going to be parking in the haul out slip because we're just overnight. And so I asked him, a couple of considerations is, you know, you're going into a slip like this, you really don't know what the depth is and what's there. And my preference is always to go bow in, because if I back in, I'll probably hit something before I know what's going on underneath the boat. Because the transducers are kind of loaded or mounted mid-ship. It's better to know what's, you know, before you hit something with the propellers. So we talked about it, and the best thing for us, for as far as power goes, is to come and do a bow in and a starboard tie. So that's what we've arranged to do. That works out good for the power pedestal, whether there's the Here's to Us has a 50 amp service, but we can take two 30s and tie them together with what we call a splitter. So we will do that, and it looks like it's going to be an easy docking in there. And we're gonna head in there, get the boat tied down. We have flies all over the place, and even though we're screened in, we had a door open, and a bunch of them got in, but we've been killing them the best we can. We have like a little badminton type thing that we have that electrifies the flies and kills them. But they're really a nuisance out here on Lake Ontario today for some reason. I guess there's no wind, and they like white, so they're attracted to the boat. And we will probably not take on fuel. We will probably take on fuel at our next stop if we do, to ensure that we have enough fuel for the rest of the journey. With the fuel shortages and the prices going up, we're trying to be aware of that and keep the tanks as full as possible.
Okay, we are getting ready here to go into Rochester Yacht Club. See the channel over there on the left, so I guess we'll let that. Oh, we're making the turn right now.
Yeah, with the sailboat under sail, they have the right of way. So if I would have stayed on my same heading, he would have been in doubt. So I made a turn to ensure that he knew that we were a give way vessel, and we are giving way to the sailboat. Plenty of water out here. Just want to make sure, because there's a couple sailboats out here. The wind's starting to pick up, maybe 7 miles an hour. You can see that sailboat, not a lot of wind on her, but you know, it's starting to pick up. It should be a nice day sailing out there, folks. Except for the flies. maybe they don't go on sailboats. I don't know. So we're going to be lining up with the channel here, and right now we're doing about 7 or 8 miles an hour. So we're just going to pull it back once we get in there because it's unfamiliar, but we'll just kind of keep it at about 6 miles per hour. And our dock hand is standing by, so maybe we'll be able to capture some of the docking on video.
No, we're not. I already put, at this point, I have all the fenders out on the starboard side, and I have the lines out. You can see the bow line up there. That's the one I'm hopefully going to give them first. I got the breast line and the midship line down there on under the railing, and then the stern line is in the back. So we are all ready to go.
Yeah, why don't you consider, since we're bowing in, to give them the stern line first so that we don't go in any further than we have to.
Well, it just depends,
yeah,
because
okay. Yeah, just have it as
whenever each docking's different, so
yeah. And,
we'll just have to see.
You got to look at those fenders too to see if you have to adjust the fenders. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll just take it slow. Rochester Yacht Club is off the beaten path for most of the loopers, but a place really not to be missed. We had very gracious hosts, Joe and Carol, who got us docking there right next to their beautiful Grand Banks. Also had dinner with them, and also docktails aboard their boat, the Grand Banks. So not to be missed, really, if you're in Lake Ontario heading along that shore. A lot to be offered. That is the restaurant that we had dinner at, and so we'll be off to our next stop in the morning.